The Pesach Seder was designed to engage the children, so here are Rabbi B's top 10 tips to make the Seder more engaging for children and guests. Number 1, asking questions. Pesach is all about asking questions. So, before Pesach, prepare some very interesting facts about Pesach items, like why do they call it horseradish? Or what's the most expensive Haggadah in the world? And then discuss if they know an answer, they want to take a guess, come up with a discussion, and try to answer the questions. Number 1, asking questions. Another idea is play a game called Questions Only. This is where, for a few minutes, you can only speak in questions. Like, excuse me, are you Jewish? Don't I look Jewish? Why? What does looking Jewish look like? Why are you asking me? Number 2, singing songs. Songs are a fantastic way to engage your guests. And you can sing traditional songs, Dai Dayenu, Dai Dayenu. Less traditional songs, Chad Gad Ya, Chad Gad Ya. Or songs that are not traditional at all. You can't eat this. You can't eat this. Number 3, jokes. You know, bringing Pesach jokes to the table can make your guests and children laugh their heads off. Just be careful not to make the matzah crack up. How do you know that Pharaoh was only 12 inches tall? Because he was a ruler. What's a lion's favorite part of the Seder? The maror. What kind of cheese should you eat on Pesach? Mozzarella. Number 4, stories. Of course, stories are very important. The whole Haggadah is the story of coming out of Egypt. So you can tell over that story. You can tell over your favorite Jewish stories. You could even bring some classic Jewish books to the table and read them with your children. Picture books are also a great addition to a Pesach Seder to engage the young children. More pictures, the better. Number 5. Haggadahs are so beautiful, and there's so many different kinds of Haggadahs. Classic Haggadahs, New Age Haggadahs, all different times of Haggadot. So, try to collect a few different Haggadot this year or throughout the years, and then show them to your children and guests and compare. How do the texts look different? Are there pictures? Are there songs in the back? Each Haggadah is unique and special in its own way. Number 6, the Haro Set bar. You know, the Haro Set is a very small player at the Seder, but you can still enjoy a fun activity called a Haro Set bar by making your own Haro Set right at the Seder table. Sliced apples, sliced pear, nuts if there's no allergies in your home, cinnamon, grape juice, and have your children or guests mix their own creation and create their own personalized Haro Set. Number 7, languages. Que hace diferente a esta noche? You can find online the Manishtana in many different languages. Print them out, distribute them to your guests and children, and see if they can sing the Manishtana in another language. Or you could try to read through one of them and see if they can guess which language you're singing. It'll make your Seder much more fun and enjoyable. Number 8, the sign language Avadim Hayinu. The very beginning of Magid, we invite guests to the Pesach table. All who are hungry, let them come and eat. It's all about inclusion. There are some people that are deaf, so instead of speaking the Haggadah, they have to sign language the Haggadah. And of course, my favorite sign language song is Avadim Hayinu, Hayinu, Ata b'nei chorin, b'nei chorin. Number 8, the sign language Avadim Hayinu. You can print different signs for different Pesach words and show them and teach them at the Pesach table, and anytime that word comes in the Haggadah, and you can use the sign as well as the word. Number 9, props. Now, being Rabbi B, I love props. I love having different things all over the table. I love making before Pesach origami jumping frogs. Check it out online for the instructions. And before Pesach, have the kids make as many as they can. You'll have a lot of quiet kids working hard while you can rest or get ready for Pesach quietly yourself. So I suggest give them an activity to prepare that. Number 10, hats. It's also fun to have different hats at the Pesach Seder. On each chair, you can put a different hat. A pharaoh hat, a Moshe hat, a frog hat, different kinds of hats that you find either in a costume store, or you could just make yourself or have your child prepare them. And then, throughout the Seder, ask them, how did this character experience the Pesach story? Pharaoh and Moshe both had different experiences. Number 10, hats. You can also just give out name tags on everyone's plate, and they have to identify with that character and talk about the Pesach Seder from that character's perspective. Again, Miriam and Yocheved had a different experience of Pesach than perhaps Moshe or Aaron, and they're from the same family. So what was this person's experience, and how would they celebrate Pesach? Well, I hope you enjoyed Rabbi B's 10 tips to make your Seder engaging and exciting, especially for the young kids. Wishing you a Chag Kasher v'Sameach. Have a great, great, great Pesach. All the best. Good Yom Tov.